What's going on, everybody? Icosiel here, and yesterday Blizzard put out an email to an undisclosed amount of people. I was not one of them. A survey for Classic Burning Crusade, asking questions, how interested people are in a Classic Burning Crusade server. But the burning question in all of the, excuse me, no pun intended, the burning question of this whole survey is this one right here. There. Thinking about the potential ways a player could start a character in Classic Burning Crusade, which of the following would you prefer most? So there's actually two on here that I think you just go ahead and just get rid of right now. And that's, they ask, start a brand new character from level 1 on a new Burning Crusade server. Nobody is asking for that. Nobody wants to do that, and that's not the way it was back when it released. What was that, late 2006 or early 2007? I can't remember the date. But nobody's asking for that. So I don't even know why they're even going to say, oh, hey, how about this? Maybe they're looking for an easy way out or something. The other one is start a brand new character from level 58 on a new Burning Crusade server. Again, nobody's asking for that, and the reason why I'm an absolute no on that one is because what about Horde that wants to play Paladin? They just automatically get a 58? Same thing with Alliance that wants to play Shaman, they just have an automatic 58? No, back then, you had to, Burning Crusade comes out, bam, you're starting level 1 if you want to play a Shaman as Alliance or Paladin as a Horde. That's the way it was, and that's the way it should remain. So let's just get rid of those two right there. The interesting questions are this. So that first one is continue playing my current classic character on my existing server as it progresses to the Burning Crusade expansion with the option to transfer, not copy, transfer to a classic server that will never progress past level 60. So what that's saying is that I'm currently on Bigglesworth, right? And so that's my current server. And I have the option to transfer my character to a server that's always going to remain classic. But because they use that word transfer, that means on the Burning Crusade server, I have to start at level 1. They're not talking about copying my tune over. They're talking, I got to start at level 1 again. So again, like that's not the way it worked back then. Let's look at the other question. Continue playing my current classic character on my existing server that will never progress past level 60 with the option to transfer to a Burning Crusade server. So that's just the opposite of what the other one was. That's just, okay, my server, Bigglesworth, it'll always be classic. It'll never go beyond 60. But I can transfer, taking my current tune off of Bigglesworth, I can transfer that over to a Burning Crusade server. The key word there is transfer. It's not copy. And I think what most people are looking for is copying their character. I know personally for me, what I would rather do is if you're looking at those situations, let's change transfer to copy with the option to copy to a classic server that will never progress past level 60. That means I can copy my tune over to a Burning Crusade server. I have my tune that I leveled all the way to 60 and did whatever, got all the gear that I needed with that, and he still remains. He still remains on that classic server. And then I can hop over to a Burning Crusade server where he's on, and I can progress him further. So now there's like essentially two Icosiels is what there is. My level 60 and my guy that goes on to Burning Crusade in level 70. So I think that is more what we, the community, want. I know that's something that I want. So looking at this question as it is written, I would be clicking on none of the above. If you sent me the survey, Blizzard, I would be clicking on none of the above. I don't want to transfer. I want to copy my tune. People who want to play Alliance Shamans or Horde Paladin should have to start off at level 1. So it's going to be a very, very tough thing for Blizzard to figure out. However, I would think copying a character would be easy. They did that with the PTR. The classic PTR, I could copy my toon and bam, he was right over there. All the gear, everything. In, what was it, a few minutes? They said like it would take an hour or two. It actually took a few minutes and I was on the PTR. So why can't we do that? Why is that not an option, Blizzard? I'm confused. What are you trying to force us into? So, you know what happens when you try and force us players into something. We kind of gripe about it a lot. So don't do that. Don't do that. So there were some other questions as well. Those would be, how important is it to maintain your current classic guild in the classic version of the Burning Crusade? So I think that would be very important to a lot of people. They want to continue playing the game with the people that they leveled up with. And I think the easiest way to do that, and maybe this is why they're bringing up transferring, it would be easier if they're transferring characters, I think, if they did this. However, comma and whatever, copying your toon, people are going to naturally do that themselves if they want to remain with their guild. Their guild is going to say, hey, we are going to this server. So everybody copy your toons over to that server and we'll create the guild. So let the players do that. Don't go transferring and like forcing them into a situation because you think everybody wants to maintain their current classic guild. Not everybody wants to. Everybody is an individual. Everybody has their own needs, wants, and desires. Don't force them to do it. Allow them to copy their toons wherever the hell they want. Maybe they don't want to be in their guild anymore. Maybe somebody pissed them off. You know, maybe the guild leader's girlfriend is now dating one of the DPSers. I don't know. You know, everybody's got their own thing. So let the players make the choice. And then the other interesting question was, how important is it to maintain the broader community? Sorry about the baby screaming. How important is it to maintain the broader community within your classic server in the classic version of the Burning Crusade? I don't know what they're asking here. If you keep classic Burning Crusade the way it was, isn't that naturally going to happen? I don't get this one. I don't get this question at all. Are they talking about should you still be able to communicate to people on the server that you came from if you did these transfers? Like, that's a really, really confusing question. So I honestly would like a little more feedback on what the heck they were looking for with this one. So anyways, yeah, not everybody got this survey. I hope they push it out to more people. I would like to take it. Watch out for that transfer. Look at specifically what it is that they are asking you before you go clicking on something. If you don't like it, because it doesn't say copy, make sure you're clicking on none of the above. I'm just saying that's what I would do. I would much rather, again, this is just my opinion, copy my toon to a server that's going to progress as classic. I would classic Burning Crusade. I would much rather have two of the characters so that if I want to go back to classic, I still got that. If they end up just getting rid of classic and just progressing to Burning Crusade, that's like the wrong answer. There's a huge community that wants to just remain as classic. So, yeah, so that survey went out. You see a lot of people talking about it. Go ahead and take a look at Reddit or wherever to go take a look at some of the questions, but these were probably the most important. And so I wanted to share my opinion on that. So I hope you guys are all doing well, staying safe, and I will talk to you all real soon. Take care.